Hi, you are all welcome to my channel. My name is Oge and thank you for stopping by. In case you are joining us for the first time, this is the Spiritual Solution and my topic for today is based on marital settlement. This topic is for both singles and married. So if you know you are a single girl, a single boy, if you know you are a married man, a married woman, I want you to pay attention to what I have for us today. So many of us are going to benefit a lot from this topic. Now, based on the topic, marital settlement, we're going to talk about this spiritual aspect of it and the physical aspect of it. Now, let me start with the singles. If you are of marriageable age and you are not married yet, I don't want you to see it as a spiritual problem. I don't want you to see it as any problem at all. It is no problem. Marriage happens when God has said yes to it. You don't jump into marriage. If you jump into marriage, you are going to jump out. So you allow God to design everything for you. You allow God to take you into your home. If you are a single girl and your mates, your age mates, your friends are all married, that is how God has destined it to be, that they will get married before you. You all weren't born on the same day. You all weren't born on the exact time. So your destiny and their destinies are not supposed to be one. On the day you met them in the world was the same day they met you. That doesn't mean that all of you will end at the same time. Nobody dies and then others will be buried with the person. No, that is why our destinies differ. That they got married before you is not a criteria for you to jump into marriage. Allow God to take you into your home. Allow God to arrange your home for you before taking you into that home. So many single girls jump into marriage, all in the name of answering Mrs. So many girls has been buried untimely, all in the name of answering Mrs. In this topic, I want to open your eyes, both your spiritual eyes and your physical eyes, so that you know everything about marital settlement. Still based on the young girls, do not jump into marriage because your friends are all married. If you jump into marriage, like I said earlier, you will still jump out. That is if you are able to come out alive. Allow God to arrange your home and take you into your home. That you are above 40, that you are above 50, and you are not married doesn't mean that there is a cause following you. In as much as I know that there are causes behind some people who are not married and who are above 40 and 50. But first of all, do not see it as a cause. Do not see it as a problem. I want you to have that confidence in you that one day you will get into your home at the appointed time. Whatever we are doing in life has to be at an appointed time as God has designed it. When it's time for you to go into your home, in as much as your friends got married before you, but if care is not taken, your marriage will be the best. Your home will be the best because you waited on the Lord. But when you are too in a haste, in a rush to go into your home so that you will answer Mrs. just like your friends, you are going to regret that marriage if care is not taken, because you will find it difficult to have that peace which you are craving for. Even that love which you are craving for will be far from you. So if you are still single and you are a girl and you are listening to me, I want you to take it easy with yourself. First of all, have this self-love for yourself. Have self-love that you do not have any problem, physically and spiritually. And then another thing I want to let you know is, if you feel that you have a spiritual problem, I want you to just take it easy with yourself. Don't let this issue of marriage push you into jumping from one church to another, from one spiritualist to another, from one prayer house to another. Instead of your problems being solved, they will compound. You will have more problems that you can handle. So if you think that you have a spiritual problem, then all you need to do is, if you know the right source, you go through the right source. There are so many fake prophets, fake men and women of God, fake spiritualists, People who claim that they can handle spiritual problems, but yet all they are interested is in your money. When you are in a rush, you will jump into the hands of these people. They will eat your money and they will not do anything for you. And if care is not taken, they will come after your life. I want you to be careful. Marrying late is not a cause. Marrying late is not a problem. When you marry late, according to God's plan, you will enjoy everything that those who married early enjoyed. God will not deny you of all those blessings. He's going to give it to you in abundance. A lot of girls believe that when they marry late, they may not be able to get pregnant. Scientifically and medically, somehow they are true. Somehow it is true, they are correct. But then, giving birth, having families, raising children comes from God. There are people who married as virgins and so early in life, who has stayed up to 20 years and 30 years in marriage without ever taking in for once, not to talk of having a child. Will you call that is a spiritual problem? Or will you say it's because they married late? How are you going to put this? Everything depends on God. That is what I'm going to tell us. Everything depends on God. Your age of marriage, your time of marriage, your home, they are all according to God's plan. So marrying late is not a problem. But when it becomes a problem, you don't have to fold your hands and wait for that problem to solve itself. Then you have to go out and see how you can solve that problem. But remember, while doing this, apply wisdom. Apply wisdom. And I want to let you know, this topic now is not just for the single girls. I'm equally talking to the single guys. Yes, because I know that they are also facing the same thing. A guy who is of marriageable age and who is not married, sometimes they see themselves as failures in life. When you go out, you see your mates in the streets. They have 1 or 2 kids with their families. They are doing well. Your destiny and their destiny are not the same. I want to let you know that. They are not the same. God didn't design it that all of you will come out into the whole world and then all of you will go on that same day. If that your friend has been destined to die at the age of 40 and you are in your 30s, will you want to die with him when that time comes? You will not want to die with him. You will want to live longer. I want to tell you that your destiny and their destiny are not the same. If your friends have married and they have their wives and their children and you are not married and you know that physically, medically, you are okay, all you need to do is take things easy, go into prayers. If you are not the prayerful type, you have to start it now. I want to talk to single guys mainly based on this issue about prayer. They don't seem to see prayer as anything. They don't call it anything. They don't take it as anything. Sometimes they believe that their hard works can make way for them. Yes, sometimes it makes way for them. Sometimes it doesn't. When you look at yourself based on this marital settlement and you say that you are not meeting up with your mates, which is no fault of yours, all you need to do is to calm down, take a deep breath, take things easy. Start prayers. Continue with your normal life. While you are living your normal life, make sure you are tabling the matter before God. Allow God to choose your wife for you. Allow him to take you to that woman that will give you peace. Because if you want to make your family happy, you want to make your parents happy because they have been pushing you to get married, that your mates are all married, and you want to give them that which they have been asking of, and then you jump into the arms of any woman that you see, you are going to have the worst marriage ever if care is not taken. That is why I want you to start prayers now. If you are a single guy and you are listening to me and you are passing through this, you have pressure from your family, you have pressure from your friends to get married, and you know that you don't have any problem physically, mentally, and spiritually, but you can't really tell what is holding you down from getting married. I want you to go into prayers, hand everything concerning that marriage into the hands of God. There are times when the Spirit will be talking to us, but Because we cannot hear the spirit just like we hear our fellow human beings. We can't hear what they are telling us. We don't really know when they are trying to prevent us from dangers. We just jump into the arms of that danger and we make the greatest mistakes of our lives. There are times when the Holy Spirit will want to pull you back a bit as a single girl, as a single guy, to mold you spiritually before you go into your home as a married man or as a married woman. But because we don't pay attention to the Holy Spirit, we jump into that marriage. And then we have a very big problem. There are problems that you will encounter in life, and it will take years for that problem to be solved. I pray you don't go into such problems. So when you are of marriageable age and you don't know what is actually keeping you from getting married, take things easy. Go into prayers. Do not see it as a spiritual problem. First of all, I want you to see it as something that will have to manifest when the time comes, provided that you are praying, you are doing what you're supposed to do as a human being, continue with your normal life. Everything will fall into place. I want to stop here because I have a lot to teach us about this marital settlement. In the next topic, I'm going to go into the spiritual problem that has to do with marital settlement. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Keep on following me. You are not going to regret ever joining this channel. You are going to learn so much more that you need to know about spirituality, about nature, and about powers that exist. And until next time, when we are all going to meet, I'll have to leave us here. Have a wonderful day and God bless you all.